Could y'all drink and everything like at night around the campfire and stuff, or do you try to stay fairly?
They're cowboys, Andy. What do you think?
Oh, we were allowed to drink, but the wagon boss. Sorry, there we go. We were allowed to drink, but the wagon boss did not allow cold beer, so we had to drink hot beer.
What, just because he knows if you're going to drink cold beer, you're probably going to drink too many?
I'm assuming, and it was pretty hard to come across ice out there. You know, I mean, we legit was living on a wagon. It wasn't where we didn't, there wasn't much ice to be had, and what ice was had was for the food. So we would tie. I got to where this is going to make me sound like a severe alcoholic, but whatever. I got to thinking about it one night. I was like, that water's cold. Like, there was water troughs for our horses. So I would take my 6 or 12 beers, and I would put them in palpation sleeves, and I would tie a knot in them. And then I would tie rocks and another one and tie them together, and I would throw them in those water troughs. So that I would pull them to the bottom of the trough where it was cool. So at least when you drank them, it was like cool, not boiling hot canned water like beer. Like, it was at least
somewhat cool.
Yeah.
Not as cool as rodeo cool, but
right. It had, cool, but it wasn't
now
cold.
Did the can taste like a fucking water trough? Like when you put your lips and nose to it?
Yeah, that worked for a while, but I think the worst taste that I ever got on one was I needed a cold beer bad, and I took a propane bottle and I laid it down on its side.
Yeah.
And I opened the valve, and it blows that cold propane out, and I rolled that can around in the propane. And when I drank that thing and took me a big old drink, it was like propane, but I didn't give a shit. I drank the fuck out of it.
I've heard of all kinds of fucking things. I've never heard of anybody. Propane cold beer.
I need a cold beer bad.
I've done that more than once.